Hi, my name is Jose Prats, founder of Character Homes. You're in for a very, very special treat. This home was once owned by Christopher Lloyd, who's the famed actor. He was in Back to the Future. You may know him as Doc from the movie, one of my favorite movies growing up. However, this home is so unique. It's a Spanish colonial with a unique twist. I can't wait to show you. Come along as I give you a tour. I wanted to show you the house from the street because once you enter that gate, it's so different, very unassuming. Great privacy, and when you get in that gate, it's amazing. So we're going to do that in a moment. I'll show you the street here so you can see it. We are in Hollywood, in a neighborhood that's just a couple blocks from Hancock Park, so it's really close to Hancock Park and Larchmont. Great location, but this is such a fun home. I'm so excited to show you. There's so many details. So built in 1923. What is going to be really interesting is the architectural style, right? So it was originally, right, a Spanish colonial revival. And then in the 2000s, it was restored by Robert DeYoung, who put a Gaudí adobe style to it, kind of Art Nouveau as well. So really interesting details. You see it immediately from the front. The cut here is kind of that Gaudí adobe style. Kind of a light well on the interior is more of a light well to let light come in different ways versus just traditional skylight. But again, this is above the garage here. You'll see how it looks on the inside, the different light wells. And it has a lot of snakes throughout the home. So I originally toured this home, I think it was a few years ago. I'll drop videos when I saw it in my YouTube shorts, so check those out. But yeah, it has so many just unique, interesting details. It is one-on-one. Whoever is going to buy this home is super lucky, and it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So here we have some fun details on the gate. Also these stones here, right? Great stones. Yeah, we're going to see a lot of different stones too in the outside of the home, inside too. But look, right when you open that gate, it's like magic. Beautiful landscaping. Flagstones on the ground there. And this will be a common theme too, the coral, fossilized coral pieces throughout the home. Beautiful windows. So you can see that Spanish colonial style right from the 20s, but it starts to blend into adobe as we go in the home. I love this path they made here. Takes you around. Oh, that's cool. You have these stones, these rounded stones. Very peaceful here. Got the arched door. This is great too, right? This, I guess this trellis they built looks like out of iron, right? And you have the plants growing on it. And the ivy's kind of wrapping around the home. It's a nice little seating area up front. You can see your stone wall. And take a look at this light here. The dragon light as you enter. Also, these gutters look to be copper. But yeah, let's go on in. Oh, also, yeah, I love the details here on the handle there as you enter. And this is also really interesting. On the mail slot on the inside, it has a kind of this metal sculpture. You don't see often. A lot of things in this home, you're going to hear me say, wow, so good a lot, because a lot of these things are so unique. Yeah, prepare to hear me say, wow, so good a lot, because there's a lot of that in this home. So right when you get in, you get a very formal entry. Looks like we have marble tiles. And this is also something really interesting because it has me figuring out how to do the tour. So there's this closet here, which I imagine was the coat closet at one point, but it also connects to the bedroom. So I'll give you a sneak peek. If you pop through here, you can see a little bit of the room, but we'll go see that room in a minute. And just to give you a lay of the land, this is a 2-bedroom main house with a 1-bed guest house. So we'll see all of that, and that backyard and guest house is so good. So stay tuned for that. Another thing I love, you have the 2 arch doors right off the entrance. I mean, stunning. And it shows you, that we saw from the other side, that trellis, right? Look how tall it is. So it really makes the home feel even bigger. Great scale. You have that exterior chandelier that I imagine that looks like you have your candles on there. Wrought iron. And there's so much of this too, just really great stone. This looks like maybe a granite mix, different pieces of granite on the floor. Yeah, just so many different organic textures that are going to go on through this home. And look at this door here. That's off that bedroom I showed you a sneak peek of. Beautiful custom wrought iron glass door. And even the glass has a unique detail, but I think it's better seen from the inside. Oh, I didn't notice this before. It looks like you have limestone on the walls here. So many details. I'm going to try not to miss them, but I may miss some. I'll try my best not to. Built into the wall, right? You have this marble attached in. It's like a bronze detail. It's great, right? You put your flowers there. Great entrance. And then we come into the living room here. And this is something that wasn't there before. They redid the fireplace to fit in with that adobe Gaudí style. Great job too. I love the shapes they added to it. The little ledges there, right, for the plants. Here's another one. Well, these are the actual light wells we're seeing. There's one up there, and there's one in the corner, right? So that's part of that adobe Gaudí style to add light into the room in a non-harsh way, because sometimes those skylights get a lot of great light, but it can be pretty harsh. There's a softer way, more organic way to do that. Those are really cool. This sconces on the side. You have 2 different ones. You have looks like a fox, yeah, and an owl right here. On the wood casement windows, you have a leaded glass detail. I'm going to try again to catch everything. On the surround here, on the crown molding, it looks to be plaster. It's hard to tell, but that detail goes all the way around. Oh, also look here too, the details here. Beautiful, beautiful. You got wood floors, hardwood floors here. Oh, and also on the fireplace, let's take a closer look at this unique shape they've created here. Beautiful brick as well. I think it goes a little further back, right? Yeah. Oh, wow, look at this. What a unique shape here to the hearth. Really did a good job. So I love this big, here you can see that adobe style, right? Those deep walls. This is a great window seat. You can put a cushion here. Just love how everything is not like perfectly straight. Again, part of that Gaudí style, right? It's like kind of those different angles. You have a little casement window here. Very unique. You're not going to find this often in a home, all these details. It's another shot of the room. Oh, and I also almost missed, right, these iron details going across the ceiling here. So you have 2. Nice decorative touch. So now off the living room, we go into the dining room. Big dining room. And then the dining room has a little seating room off of it. I'll show you more of that in a minute. Before we go into the dining room, we're going to see the, I guess it's maybe been, well, it looks like it was maybe a little hidden speakeasy bar. It's converted now into like the centerpiece for all the music in the home, the music for all the different rooms, so like your Sonos system. But also, I want to shout out to this light switch. So many on there. So cool. There are so many little lights everywhere. There's like a ton of light switches. But we'll see more of that in a minute. So I'm going to show you. This is a cool little handle here. This slides out. It's a really cool storage piece. And then this turns, right? So I imagine it could have been the speakeasy, that's my guess, but converted or used now, right, to house your Sonos system. Let me just turn it back. It's a fun piece. On top is a little shelf up there. Also, this is lower, a lowered little piece. Again, in that Adobe Gaudí style, you're gonna see kind of unique things, right? Like smaller openings or just different organic forms. So here we go in the dining room here. I love the color they picked. Really bold. And again, you have some more great details. The crown molding there looks to be plaster work. On the way to the sunroom here, you have another great decorative piece, this corbel. And this sunroom is made with Honduras mahogany. At least that's what I have been told. Really cool. Love how it's arched. They've made this to be an architectural bridge to the outdoors. So bridging the inside interior to the outdoors. A great job to let that light come in. These are casement windows that open up. Below as well. So you have all these 4 windows here open up. These doors will take you to the front gate we saw, the front of the house, or to the backyard. And that's just so interesting too. This corner here has curved glass going all the way up. Oh, what amazing work. On both sides, you have that corner curved glass. Almost feels church-like in a way. Beautiful room, I can imagine. Great place to sit and read a book here or relax, catch up on some work. So you have the sconces here as well. These are a more modern twist in the dining room. And takes us right into the kitchen. So we'll go here to the kitchen. I'll kind of backtrack a little bit and then go to the bedrooms. Love this room. It's nice and bright. They have this really unique skylight they built here. Kind of cut in 4 pieces, but again, not perfectly symmetrical, right? A little asymmetrical. Keeping with the style here. You get that Adobe feel, right? With all the plaster work on the walls here. And you see a lot of lights too are kind of plastered into the wall. So called the Crystal Kitchen, right? Because it has a unique quartz countertop. I haven't seen anything like it. definitely looks like a rare type of countertop you're not gonna see all the time. Love the curved detail here. It even creates, the need for a curved cabinet here. This is up for the trash, but great woodwork. These are slightly curved too, the doors here. Big sink, so it's been nicely modernized. I know last time I saw it, it was in need of a lot of modernization. They did it here. It also had a really unique piece. It had a snake, if I remember, plastered all the way across. So you have to go check one of my videos to see how that looks and YouTube Shorts, but it was really unique. Not for everyone, obviously. So a lot of built-ins here, right? A lot of built-in storage. You got your fridge, of course. And you have, a little like butler's pantry here with more storage. So it's a good pantry. Oh, that's a cool, probably original light they had there. So plenty of storage. Original hardwood here. So this is going into the breakfast nook here. You also go outdoors, but we'll go there in a minute. Love the detail here, right? This really feels like part of that adobe style. Exposed wood in the ceiling. Thick walls, right? These arched windows. Beautiful room, built-in seating there. And this is really interesting. This is a beehive fireplace. So it's meant, in Adobe architecture to kind of create those spaces that are nice to cozy up around. But you can see why it gets the name beehive, right? It's a very small fireplace. But they build the the concrete around it to hold the heat well, right? So it would actually radiate heat, when done right for a while. And I've been told, I'm not sure which four of the 5 fireplaces in this home have been recently restored. So that is a really unique thing that often gets missed on homes, is the restoration of the fireplaces as well. So we have some of the fossilized coral detail on the floor here. This is really cool. Look at this built-in, right? It has a stone ledge. Oh, there's another built-in area up there where you could put some decorative piece. And of course, that's the pool. We're going to see in a little bit. Very unique pool, shaped like almost like a little river, but it is indeed a lap pool. So we're going to backtrack here through the kitchen. And go on in to see the bedrooms. So to the right, you have the primary bedroom. We'll see that in a little bit. And to the left, we have that first bedroom I showed you from the front of the home. Look at this door. There's so many great doors in this house. It has this iron decorative detail on it. Beautiful door here. And you can see the glass too on the back side. And just the woodwork on the walls here. And again, we're seeing more of that fossilized coral. This has a little staircase, which would take you to the second floor, right? Let's see. We'll go up. Nope, no second floor in this house. So this is just a little loft area. You have a couple bookcases. So it really makes it feel like a great spot. Just curl up, read a book. Look at the view here from up top. Oh, there we go. We see another light well. And then another built-in light here. You have the built-in speakers. I love this piece. We'll look at that in a second here. The built-in drawers in the wall. I'll step back and look above the door too. The decorative details above. Looks to be similar wood over there, maybe mahogany. I'm not sure if it's the same Honduran mahogany, but so here's that built-in I was telling you about. Look at all these drawers. So cool. So many drawers you have here. And then this little area goes off to that coat closet, which I imagine was off the front of the home. So it makes it really interesting. You have another little storage space. But they put these large shelves here. Yeah, that door here too is so interesting. It's a thin door. And it has this really cool, this is like a heavy bronze door. A lot of fun details on it. So you have some more built-ins here. This is pretty cool, old phone, and it does work. You can hear the bell tone there. Back to this bedroom. So earlier we saw from the outside of this room, this really unique door with the glass. It looks like, I don't know, I've never seen that before. If you know what kind of glass this is, let me know. It's really interesting. And we have our bookcases here. Here's a good shot of the room. The two doors that have it, not the same, I guess, similar wood details above them. Wow, look how thick this door is. Nice thick door. Another built-in feature there in the plaster wall. We have like a kind of stone floor in this bathroom. Let's see, get some lights on in here. Love that mini little sink. But it's nice, both bedrooms have their own ensuite bathroom in the main house. Also in the guest house. Wow, this is interesting, right? The stone here. Looks just recently done. So it's really nice about this home that last time it needed a lot of work, but now you can tell a lot of work's been done. And I'm told structurally too, so. Really cool, interesting home, right? So far, and we're not all the way through yet. So let's keep going. In the hallway, you may have noticed, hey Jose, what's that door in the floor? Whoa, this is pretty heavy. So I'm gonna hold this up with one hand. All right, put on my knee there for a second. So this is a mini California basement, mainly now just for mechanical purposes. You'll see all the mechanical items down there. I won't go down, there's not a ton of space. Also, I wanna keep the tour going. So we have a primary bedroom now. Beautiful space. So this is very much in that Gaudí adobe style. Look at that, got a cut above the door. Unique fireplace. And they've built in these shelves here beautifully. Oh man, look at that door too, right? Really unique door here. With some sort of, I don't know, almost looks like a mini pig. And on the back side, I don't know what that is. Very interesting. Wow, but such a beautiful room, right? It just gets such great light. Look at this. Because you got the windows up top. Just below it, you have the stones built into the wall. I love this style, right? With the wood in the plaster. Wow, just so picturesque in here. So good, right? built in above the fireplace. Oh, even look at this window, right? Just so interesting, right? So it's behind this little detail, and then it kind of goes up there. Great way to get the light in the room. Another set of French doors. You got the casement windows. Yeah, even look at the details on the corners here, right? You have the stones there. So well done. Even like all those niches above the bed. Even if you go above here, because that goes to the bathroom, there's like a ledge and then more windows on the sides. Again, it's like an indirect way of getting the light into the room. So the light ends up being pretty soft, right? Instead of harsh light in here. So on my way, oh yeah, look, a little tiny window here. Kind of points you the light toward the bathroom. You have a built-ins there. Yeah, so that, I feel that goes all the way around above this, that ledge goes all the way around to above the bed. Because there's more light here, right? So you're letting that light pour in here and get into the room. Look at this tub, copper tub. You got the faucet here with the hand sprayer. Some built-in shelves here above the tub. And another snake light fixture there. Up to, look at the stone. It's great. Oh wow, so that's where it goes. So that opening there goes to the room too. So yeah, it's such a unique way. That's why the light is so great here. And also, it has an interior window that gets the light into that hallway. So here we have the shower. A lot of this was more recently done. So it's very, very fresh. A lot of cool stone, very unique. It looks like it's a steam shower. Another great shot of the room. Love this room. Yeah, one of my favorite primer rooms I've ever been in. I remembered it last time I was here, being that, and it's still one of my favorites. Such a unique experience. You feel like you're away in a foreign country, an amazing hotel. Cool. So you have this really this house just has some of the coolest doors I've ever seen. It's really cool wood door, and this takes you to your closet, your walk-in closet. Pretty good size here. Now we'll head outside. So once you come out here, you notice a lot of the fossilized coral on the floor here. I see this a lot in Miami. You don't see it too much in LA. It's great to see here. Well, they use it really well. These the wood details here. Really interesting. Not sure what kind of wood this is, but it looks great. If you know the wood, let me know. And right when you come out, you have another fireplace. So what is that? Fireplace number 4 of 5 we have. Cool coral detail there as well. But yeah, I want to show you a peek of this beautiful guest house. Definitely has that Gaudí adobe style to it. But we'll go there in just a minute. You have a hot tub there. wanted to show you first this area, more built-in stones. Again, that's that window I was showing on the inside that was really interesting. Kind of had like a different detail on the outside, but it's cool. You could probably stage something there, some art or something. I imagine would be a good spot. Those are those other two French doors for that room. But this is a good little dining area out here. And I love how this tree goes over the pool here. They even have it braced, right? See that? Beautiful tree. So I remember last time I heard this pool was not usable, but it definitely appears to be now because it's being advertised as a lap pool. And it goes all the way across. There's a little bridge there at the end. It's so cool. It's such a unique feature for a home. And of course you have your hot tub, the entrance here, the stairs up there. Here's a shot of the chimney. I love the wood here, huh? All right, let's keep on going. So yeah, it kind of laps around here. I'm sorry, I was trying to find a way to go. This takes you to the side of the home, right? So that's the sunroom there. And that's the front gate. You have your flagstones here. It's a guest house. It's so interesting, that balcony up there just almost looks like it was a castle. Definitely looks like the intention there. But I'll show you the balcony from the top. And this is kind of like, just goes in around your trees and plants here. There's that that bridge. I feel like we got to walk across the bridge, right? So this pool goes really close to the house there, or at least the guest house. Here's the side of the yard. Great little seating area. Here's a good shot of the pool and the house. But I can kind of keep going across the bridge just to show you. It's just a little kind of back area here. Maybe you can make another seating area. They have storage there on the side. This is also really cool. I imagine if maybe it was a water feature at one point where you had water coming down the coral, or it could be a good place to sit now, sunbathe, and then back across the bridge. Not often you can say you have a bridge at your house, right? That'd be a cool opportunity. Right, so here's the front of the guest house. This is the main entrance. We're gonna go through the side. I'll show you why in a minute. Beautiful wood doors here. Love the doorknob there. But because Christopher Lloyd did live here, there is a unique Easter egg. It's a little side entrance here. There is a mold of his face that's left on the home. How fun is that? Hidden here, kind of in the corner. So this way brings you into the kitchen with this really cool rustic wooden door. Also, then it has these, I think it's like a mechanical piece, yeah, behind there, so nothing fun, but another great set of decorative doors. And look at these floors. I've never seen anything like it. Very unique. So you have your kitchen here and your guest house with this really cool window seat overlooking the pool. Almost feels like you're in the pool here. Yeah, this makes this room so nice and bright. Again, you have more of the wooden features in the guest house built into the plaster and the stone. So again, it's modernized. You have your washer dryer, even a dishwasher there, little fridge. And then I'm thinking like, look, you're right off the pool. How's there a door here? What is beyond this door? It's a false door. It's got a couple of mirrors there, and why not a few light switches. Yeah, look at that organic shape, right? That adobe Gaudí style, the imperfect archway. Very nice. And then it takes us into the living room, the very large living room. For this guest house, you got the built-in shelves. Just love the rounded, kind of really organic details there. And it has a really cool piece. Those stairs take you up. I mean, it's just so beautiful here. That is that main entrance to the guest house here. But look at this. It looks like some old kind of electrical piece. Like, I was very curious what it was, and I hit this one, and this is actually a light switch. Watch, I'm gonna, see, the light just went off. On, off, on. How cool is that? This thing here controls the light. That is the biggest light switch I've ever seen. Really, really fun though. I'm sure it's great for entertaining when people are over. Get a kick out of that. Nice living room here. Just all the shapes of the walls are so unique. So right here you have a huge piece of coral, or a few pieces, right, of that fossilized coral they got in the corner here. Window right off of it. And then let's take a look at these doors, right? They look great on the outside, but also great on the inside. Beautiful doors. All right, I'm gonna take you upstairs. More in that coral going around here. This is also super interesting here. You have this door kind of off the stairway, and it was, I don't know if you remember from the outside, there was another entrance coming up, so I'll show you. Look, it peeks you out onto the outside here. Gives you a beautiful view. Isn't that interesting? More windows, all different shapes. We got a little one here. Got the wood detail on the ceiling. Love the rounded, like, almost like dowels, right? Beautiful. And you have two doors. Right here, I think is the best way to go in. You have the glass on the door here, but look how cool this door is. Whoa. It's even like kind of see-through, but it's great. I mean, I imagine it's an older door. I cannot get rid of this door. It's too good. Coming through here, you got a built-in seating area. Oh, I didn't catch that before. It looks like a lizard or gecko on the wall here above the fireplace. Beautiful. Look at the wood details. Oh man, such a good room. We have another light well there. Again, no skylights, right? It's mostly light wells we've seen instead of skylights. What a great way to get light into a room. Wood flooring. Yeah, I love the stone details everywhere. So unique. Yeah, more stone built in here, right? So it's really like that primary bedroom continuing. Oh, you even have a balcony. I missed that earlier too. I bet you can come here a few times and keep catching new things. More of that stonework, wood there. And there's another view from the door, the main door of the room. A balcony there, we'll go look at that in a minute. Look at this built-in here, built-in wood piece, makes a little shelf. It's cool, we have these rounded walls. Yeah, it's really well done. Oh wow, look at this. This is cool next to the toilet. A little storage space. Put your toilet paper in there. More built-in shelves. In this shower, look at this. Wow. This tile. This is wild, right? Have you ever seen anything like this? I bet not. Really fun. Yeah, the door here too. And the floor here feels similar to the kitchen downstairs, right? With the different stones there. I recognize some to be looking like granite, I believe. So back into the room, I want to show you the closet. Again, another great door. Oh man, look at this, is so cool. Between the rocks, you have your light switch here. And a large closet. So this is a great guest house. It has a lot, right? Large living room, large closet. And then, yeah, he's just cool. Just almost looks like a nose. All these organic kind of shapes on the wall. Beautiful room. I don't know what I like better, right? This room or the primary bedroom. Now moving on to the balcony here. Wow, it is so bright. The white here is just a very stark white. Almost feels like you're in Greece. I feel like that's where they use, right? They use that really strong white. But you have a nice balcony here, and you see that has that castle kind of style to it, which I'm sure was intentional. You're in your little castle up here. And another cool piece, it has these stairs, but they don't really go anywhere because it's not a rooftop deck. But I'll show you. You can walk up. You just see just the roof. Why's that? Oh, that's where the light was coming in through that the window there. Getting that indirect light again. It's a good spot to show you the lot, the pool, the bridge. I mean, what just a special, unique home. So just to recap, this home is 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, just over 3,400 square feet, and it's listed for $2,799,000. If you have any questions or you want to come take a tour, please feel free to reach out. As always, thank you for watching. I'm gonna go for a swim now.